You ever have that experience where you're trying really hard to do something and it's just not working? And then when you finally just let go, it all just seems to flow? Well, that was kind of my experience of Burning Man this year. This was my ninth burn, by far my hardest or least enjoyable burn I've ever had. Uh, I've been planning this one for years. And you may remember my 40th birthday party that I've been planning for years back in March. That went really poorly. Clearly, I didn't fully learn my lesson on that one because I've been planning this 40th birthday Burning Man and inviting my family for years. I've been pushing them, trying to get them to go. They were a yes, then a no, then a no, and a definitely no. And then I put up a fit and they totally came. Most of my family came. My youngest brother and my parents came. And what an amazing experience to get to have my family there at Burning Man with me, a place that I love so much, home. But it was tough. The experience of being out there, this was the first time that I wasn't a sparkle pony and I actually went for build. For some reason, I chose the year where my business was totally booming and I really had less time than usual, and I went for build. I wanted to give up my time and my energy. And wow, build was hard. Building Heart Tribe was really hard. And I wasn't even there the whole time. The builders, oh, so much gratitude for building Burning Man. All of you, incredible souls that give so much. Incredible amount of giving that goes on there for other people to just show up and enjoy. Oh man, so much gratitude now. But by the time my parents showed up, like I was like fully wiped, fully exhausted, and I was suffering. I was suffering because I couldn't sleep. And you may remember in March, I quit Ambien, my 20-year addiction on my birthday, quit that cold turkey. And I've been sleeping great ever since. So I figured, oh, I'll be able to sleep at Burning Man, no problem. Well, I forgot that probably pretty much every night I'd ever been at Burning Man, I probably took an Ambien because the sound from 5 different sound systems, the intensity of the energy around you out there is so much that my nervous system was like, ah! And I think when I'm out there, I actually just physically remember the space and the energy of it so much that like I've been lifted, I've been energized, I've been experiencing here. I've gone many, many nights without sleep there, and my body just remembers that out there, and I could not sleep. But I had these big plans to hang out with my family, to show my youngest brother the burn experience, to be there with my parents during the day. I had planned to sleep at night and have a healthy burn and to have the full days with my family. But I couldn't sleep. I just laid there and I meditated and I was with it and I was peaceful and I did all my things, but I was exhausted the next days and it was plus 100 degrees. I hear all the way up to 118 degrees. So it was physically brutal to be outside with you. If I hadn't slept, the heat was just basically I couldn't take it. My physical body and mind just could not handle it. And I had to sleep some during the day. So I was able somehow to get a couple hours during the day, even though I could not at night at all. Brown noise, all my sleep herbs, everything, good meditation, didn't matter. Couldn't sleep at night. So I suffered that. I suffered not being able to be with my parents. And I was really worried about them. They're 68 and 70 years old, and my dad had COVID just before the burn. And coming out to plus 100-degree temperatures, I was terrified for them. And I was really wanting it to go well for them, wanting them to enjoy the experience. I had this Viking grip on it. And a couple days into that, I just broke. I just couldn't do it anymore. And I apologized to them and was like, I can't do this. I can't be up during the day in this heat, and I have to let go of these plans that I had. And they were like, fine, do your thing. They're so understanding. And I was the one suffering it. I was the one with the stories. My youngest brother, Rex, like he he was totally fine. He's the most popular person in our entire camp, basically. He's just like so lovable. And he's totally fine. He's on his own doing his thing, meeting 1,000 people, making friends. My parents, incredible socialites. They gave seminars while they were there. They had an incredible time. They found all these fun things to do. They expanded their horizons. They were fine without me. The way I was holding it, my Viking grip on, is it Vulcan or Viking grip? I can't remember. It was so hard. I was realizing that I was holding my burn like that it had to be a certain way. But hadn't I been to Burning Man before? Hadn't I known that like that's not how you do Burning Man? You just go with what's happening because the immediacy, the synchronicities, the manifestations, those only happen when you're not planning things. They happen when you're in the flow of all the goodness. Everyone bringing their gifts, 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 gifts. There's so much gifting and goodness. 1 + 1 = 3. There's just abundance. And I wasn't doing that. I was just in the suffering of 1 + 1 = 2. I have to have 2 good experiences, brother and parents and together. And it was so ridiculous. I look back on it now, I'm like, what was I thinking? I suffered so hard. And I guess it's just that 40th birthday lesson again, coming up. It's like this thing that I've been doing, this controlling of my life and my reality that I've been doing for my first 40 years. Yeah, look at how it serves you. It don't. It don't. Here's another bitch slap to show you that it really doesn't work. Letting go and just allowing the universe to move through me and for me. That's the genius move. That's the allowance. That is the service to others path. That is the being with the creation of what is in this moment, in the present moment of creative reality. That's the brilliance of existence. And that's what I study and then somehow forgot out there where it's most vibrant. Hilarious. Oh gosh. So yeah, that's what came up for me from the burn, and it's a good lesson. I'm really looking to integrate it now. Oh, and one other thing that came up, kind of in this unfolding afterwards, is I've been really noticing all the little places in my life. Maybe because I'm so slowed down by this incredible exhaustion that's just all over me. I have the time now to see all these little places where I'm going, I'm trying to control that. I'm trying to control that. And then I have this new technology that just popped into my head the other morning in the bath. It's like, oh, why are you trying to do that? Oh, you want to get this outcome. Okay. Well, I can see that this part of me wants that outcome. I'm sure you want good things for me. Thank you. And in that revelation of gratitude for my parts wanting good things for me, I'm noticing that I've been holding pretty much everything with this desperate survival need to prove myself / survival methodology of living. Like I get up in the morning and I run out here to do my Tai Chi, and I do it almost like I need to do it. Like if I don't do it, I'm gonna die. Like literally that's the way my energy holds that in my body. And I sense this, like I stretch my lower back in the morning because I have to, otherwise my body won't be able to handle my day. I do my work because I have to, otherwise my DJs will not be able to pay their bills. All this have to, this should, this must, this need is so nervous system gripping and tensing. But if I notice that and then I go, I'm actually doing this to nourish myself. I'm doing this stretch in the morning to nourish myself. And if I can make that flip, which I'm remembering a lot right now, which is awesome, then I feel this like total nervous system relaxation. And it's this peace comes over me that's like, oh, I can do this stretch and it actually really serves me if I'm reminding myself that I'm not doing it out of desperation, but to nourish myself. And I believe in that. It's so good. It's just like, mwah. So I'm doing that a lot right now, and I really hope I can remember that. So remind me. Remind me to keep doing that. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Love you.